If you are starting an online business today, whether it is an e-commerce store, a consulting agency, or a digital service brand, you have probably run into ZenBusiness. But the biggest question every founder asks right at the start is simple: what is the actual best ZenBusiness setup, and are you going to get tricked into paying for expensive upsells that you do not actually need? Launching an online venture comes with a real sense of anxiety. On one hand, you want legal protection so your personal savings, home, and assets are not on the line if something goes wrong. On the other hand, navigating state filings, articles of organization, employer identification numbers, registered agents, and tax forms can feel like an absolute minefield. Fear of making a costly legal mistake or missing a critical filing deadline keeps thousands of aspiring entrepreneurs stuck in research mode for weeks. When you go to ZenBusiness, you are immediately presented with 3 core choices: the starter plan, the pro plan, and the premium plan. Choosing the wrong package either leaves you without crucial legal protection or drains your startup capital before you even make your first dollar online. Let us break down what each plan actually gives you and pinpoint the exact setup that makes sense for an online business. First, there is the starter plan. It costs $0 plus your state filing fee. This plan sounds like an incredible deal, and for a lot of bootstrapped founders, it really is. ZenBusiness prepares and files your articles of organization with your state, checks name availability, and gives you digital document storage along with basic compliance alerts. However, the fear many founders face here is that the base plan leaves out 2 vital pieces of paperwork: an operating agreement and an employer identification number, commonly known as an EIN. If you are running an online store or selling services, you cannot open a dedicated business bank account or accept payments through major gateways like Stripe, PayPal, or Shopify payments without an EIN. Furthermore, without an operating agreement, your LLC lacks written proof of internal ownership and operating rules, which banks and payment processors frequently request. If you stay on the free starter plan, you will either have to draft your own operating agreement and apply for an EIN directly on the IRS website for free, or pay ZenBusiness individual add-on fees. If you do not mind spending 20 minutes on the IRS portal during business hours, pairing the free starter plan with a DIY EIN setup is the absolute most cost-effective path available. Second, we have the Pro plan, which costs $199 plus state fees. For the majority of online business owners who value speed and want everything handled in one place, this is usually considered the sweet spot. The Pro plan bumps up your processing speed to 1-day expedited handling, automatically includes your IRS EIN registration, and provides an operating agreement template. It also bundles an ongoing compliance alert so you never miss an annual report deadline. The key advantage here is convenience and speed. If you are planning a product launch on a tight deadline or signing client contracts next week, waiting weeks for standard state processing can cost you real money. The Pro plan eliminates the administrative friction and gets your business fully recognized by the state, the IRS, and financial institutions as quickly as possible. Third is the Premium plan at $399 plus state fees. This tier includes everything in Pro, plus registered agent services, advanced compliance monitoring, a business website builder, domain name, and business email. While it sounds tempting to get your legal setup and web presence in one bundle, online business founders should proceed with caution. If you are building an online store on Shopify or hosting your site on platforms like WordPress or Squarespace, you likely do not need ZenBusiness's basic site builder or domain services. Paying for website add-ons inside a legal formation package often results in duplicate expenses and less flexibility down the road. This brings us to a major point of concern for online entrepreneurs: privacy and registered agent service. Running a business from home means your personal home address becomes a public record on state databases if you act as your own registered agent. This leads to endless spam mail, public exposure, and potential privacy concerns. ZenBusiness offers dedicated registered agent service, which uses their official address on records instead of your home address. If privacy is a high priority for your home-based digital business, adding registered agent service is a smart move. Another common pitfall is state compliance. States require LLCs to submit annual reports and pay recurring fees. Missing a deadline can result in heavy state fines or even the administrative dissolution of your LLC. ZenBusiness offers worry-free compliance, which tracks deadlines and files your annual report on your behalf. For busy online founders juggling marketing, fulfillment, and customer support, this feature removes the fear of accidentally losing your legal protections. Here is your actionable takeaway for choosing the best setup. If you are on a tight budget and comfortable handling simple government forms yourself, choose the ZenBusiness Starter Plan at $0 plus state fees. Once your filing is approved, go directly to irs.gov during business hours to obtain your EIN for free in about 10 minutes, and use a standard template for your operating agreement. If you want a fast, hassle-free, done-for-you setup so you can open your business bank account and accept online payments immediately, select the ZenBusiness Pro plan. It covers formation, fast processing, your EIN, and your operating agreement in one clean package. Avoid paying for web design or domain add-ons through formation packages if you already plan to use specialized e-commerce or web hosting tools. Keep your legal foundation focused, keep your web stack flexible, and focus your capital on growing your online business.